Good day, everyone. Let's solve this inequality, sin x greater or equal to negative root 3 over 2 using the four-step rule. So as you can see, our first step would be drawing the unit circle. I almost finished the first step. So here we have to also label our axis. Here we have cosine x, here we have sin x, right? And since it's the unit circle, we have to know that the distance between the origin and the points of intersection with the axis would be 1, would be equal to 1, right? So the first step is completely done. So our next step would be indicating, in our case, sin x that is equal to negative root 3 over 2. Instead of a, we have negative root 3 over 2. So let's look at the sine axis. Here we can see that negative root 3 over 2 would be somewhere in between 0 and negative 1, right? It would be somewhere over here. Okay. Now, so the second step is also done. Moving on to the third step, we see that we have to indicate the arc or part of a circle whose sides are greater or equal to the negative root 3 over 2. So as you can see, this is our negative root 3 over 2. All the signs that is greater are above. So we have to indicate the arc that is over this exact value, right? So we can say that our third step is also completed. When it comes to the fourth step, we have to indicate the direction that is called positive angle direction, I would like to call it so, or counterclockwise direction. We have to indicate this direction so that we would be able to see where we have to start and where we have to end. So this is our initial point, which is A, and B is our final point. Now we have to find those values, find values for A and B. When it comes to A, we can see that it's in fourth quadrant, and well, it's easy always to remember what sine of x is equal to, for what angle sine x is equal to negative root 3 over 2. I'm sorry, what sine of x is equal to root 3 over 2? We know that it is 60 degrees. So it means that here we also have the same amount of degrees. So here we have negative 60, or we can call it negative pi over 3. If we have negative pi over 3 over here, it means that moving in counterclockwise direction, we would pass 0, not 360. Be careful. And then we will move on to 90 degrees. Then by passing 180, we will end up in B, which is greater than 180 by the same 60 degrees. So B would be 180 plus 60, or pi plus pi over 3, which is 4 pi over 3, right? So it's 240 degrees. So we're almost done with our inequality. So the answer then should be written in the form as we can see it here, A less than X and less than B. So instead of A, we have negative pi over 3. Instead of B, we have 4 pi over 3. And the only one thing that we have to remember, we have to add those periods, 2 pi k. So this is the final answer for our inequality.